morning. Good morning. It's Monday. Good morning to my wonderful audience and people that have joined this wonderful community. Anyway, yeah, it's Monday. Have I got a lot going on today? Need to speak to one or two people. That's about it. And then I'll go out for a coffee and I'll chill. Believe it or not, I've already packed the washing machine. I've got a wash to do, but it's colours. And then later on I'll do my wet. I know it's boring, but listen, this is my day. Yes, what else have I got to do? I've got a parcel coming. Not for me, for my son, so I have to wait in for a while. And I haven't been given any notifications other than it will arrive today between day and night. I mean, really? Yeah. But did you see my community post this morning? Now, I had to put the community post out this morning on this channel prior to this video because people would say, really? Yes, it's quite strange. Now, last night I was a guest on Matthew Marsden's YouTube channel and I enjoyed it. He's got a great channel. He's moving forward. He is. I had a chat with him yesterday. And you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I talk about the news. I talk about different things. I talk Harry and Meghan. I talk about the little ginger Timu prince. I talk about Labour, a Conservative Party. I talk about Nigel Farage, Elon Musk and Trump. I talk about everything. I don't give a shit. There's nowhere where I won't talk about. Yes. But I had a chat with Matthew and I was telling Matthew, and if you watched his live yesterday, you would have seen where I went. He says, Trev, I don't understand why YouTube's so slow, yet over an X I have hundreds of thousands. I said, listen, it's a different... I said, Matthew, I'm surprised at your channel. And I'll tell you why I'm surprised at your channel. Because you have connections to super Hollywood stars. And the fact that they don't lift your platform up and don't promote it shows you that they're not real friends. It's just my opinion. And I'm allowed to have an opinion, and that's what I think. Cut people loose unless you intend doing movies with them. But Hollywood's a place, and actors is a place where you need to keep your options open. That's all I was saying to him. Yeah. Anyway, so what's been happening? Well, believe it or not, I read this morning. I take notes. I have notes below the screen here. So, ready? It's now been confirmed, 100% confirmed. I'll tell you why it's confirmed. Because the guy who's behind Meghan Markle's PR, now her PR is from Reputation Management Consultants. Now that's a bit strange of a name. Reputation, yet you are dealing with human garbage. But your company's called Reputation Management. Anyway, the guy there, Eric, has put out a little bit of a statement. It's alleged, because Reputation Management Consultants said this, so they must have got it from her. Meghan is thrilled at the reaction of her twerking video. She is so thrilled. It's went down a storm with the younger generation. So I look in this. It's went down a storm with Gen Z people. It's went down a storm. They loved it. But the Gen Z, they're fucking stupid, aren't they? They're stupid. They're the ones running around thinking men can carry babies and stuff. The idiots of society think Meghan's brilliant. People that are older, with common sense, can see through the bullshit. Now, it's quite sad to say it, but I felt this, and I'm sure all of you felt this. And I'm going to be honest with you, the majority of Americans are extremely intelligent. The majority of British are extremely intelligent, but in each country we have our lunatics. We do. They're everywhere. But Eric, what's his second name? Eric Schaefer of Reputation Management Consultants has spoken out on behalf of Meghan, I believe. And he has said that Meghan wants to connect with Gen Z, where they demand moments, like viral moments, like TikTok and stuff like that, and Twitter, stuff like that. She does not care about the United Kingdom because that's not where the money is. Well, that's a bit of a statement, isn't it? From the Reputation Management Consultants. You see, I believe, I Can Fly, that's a song. I believe that she married Harry thinking he was a billionaire. She married him thinking he was super wealthy. She thought she'd hit the jackpot. Now, this is the thing. Had they have stayed in the royal family, bottomless pit, isn't it? Spend, spend, spend. It's a bottomless pit for them. But when she joined the alleged royal family, and then she sort of honey trapped him and then cut him off from his family, she was under the impression, I believe, that he would walk away as a billionaire and she would never have to work again. Unfortunately, he didn't have the money. Now she's having to sell sweets and jam. now she's having to sell. She sold her soul. Today we're learning how to elevate mint. Today she's trying to make sweets. The backstreet mum trying to make ends meet. So it's no wonder the rumours are going around that she's on the prowl for a new billionaire, because the last billionaire turned out to be a millionaire who turned out to be skint. So yeah, sad, isn't it? But we knew. Well, I don't hear the Sussex squad going, no, it's definitely a baby. I don't hear them saying anything, do we? In fact, some of them are so fucking deluded that they think, proof it's a baby, proof. Craziness, isn't it? But it is what it is, yeah. Oh well. And Elon Musk, did you know about Elon Musk? Now, I said a few days ago that I believe that Elon hadn't fallen out with the president, and this was orchestrated to bring out the haters so Elon could identify them for the president. Elon's now deleted his tweet about Epstein, about Donald being on the Epstein list. Of course he has. It was a horrific tweet, but it's already been shared hundreds of millions of times, so it's always there, regardless if you delete it. But the weird thing about this is now that they're now saying that Elon's tweet has cost him 27 billion. Not because of what Trump did, but because all Trump's supporters and all Elon supporters that had invested in all these different things with SpaceX and Tesla and X and the different things that they invested in, government contracts, whenever they seen Elon tweet that, a lot of them withdrew all their investments, and it cost them 27 billion. That's a dear tweet, isn't it? Wow. Maybe think twice before you post things online, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. And congratulations this morning. Congratulations to Nick Knowles, DIY SOS legend and the veteran supporter. He's now married his third wife. Nick, being 62, has chose a 32-year-old wife, a lingerie boss. Good choice, Nick. Hope it works out well this time. Yep. Nick's a decent old guy. Shouldn't say old, but he's a decent guy. Heart's in the right place. Always tries to be morally correct. Tries. Anyway, there we go. And Labour Party, I love the Labour Party. You know why I love them? Because they're so shit. I've never had a government where I can just sit back and laugh. Every time they speak, it's a lie. I mean, it's hello. I mean, Rachel Thieves as the Chancellor, and the Crime Minister, Keir. I mean, what is it they're saying? Right. We're going to have to raise taxes. We have to make tough choices. While you're spending 6 million a day on migrant hotels, that's a tough choice. In fact, an investigation carried out by the Telegraph only a few days ago uncovered that 141 councils around the United Kingdom had spent, in the last 2 years, had spent £143 million buying illegal immigrants PlayStations and Xboxes and DJ lessons, driving lessons, I mean, £143 million of our money thrown at shit, and they're telling us to make hard choices. This is the Labour government for you. I'm glad everyone, and you know what? I'm so chuffed that they got in because you know what? If you're sitting now in your home and you're still supporting them, then you're a cunt because they are disgusting. What they have done to this country is appalling, and this will be the nail in their coffin because I do not think they will ever get elected again, along with the Tories. I think both those parties are dead. And I do think that the next Prime Minister is going to be Nigel Farage. And it's about time. There we go. Anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I apologise for that language, but sometimes it's got to be said and there's no other word that can describe someone. Anyway, listen, have a wonderful day, everyone. I really do appreciate you supporting the channel. Take care and stay safe.